Blessed be the eternal
I remember you
fire.
from Vizier.
In its radiance we live, and to it our lives we give. In its heat we eagerly battle, and in it victorious we settle.
Mutant.
I believe there's been a misunderstanding, my lord.
Get out! Before
And what might I convey?
nothing!
Baron, sir.
For the last time. Tend to this.
Baron Raven and Kimball.
Does that witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. Geralt of Rivia, Foltest's other favorite hound alongside... They say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
Who was that?
He's of no concern.
People like him sometimes do.
Did I ask for your...
They're gonna reestablish.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but you're...
My kind?
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for...
The convoy carrying Anais and Busi was ambushed.
I'd like to know that myself.
I've seen your letter to Horst Lubbock, the one in which you ordered him to abandon the
Nonsense!
The letter bears your seal and
Where is it?
That's immaterial just now.
If that's the situation. I've said all I have to say.
Words come cheap, Baron. I'm finding it hard to believe you.
I care little for what... If this letter exists, whoever is behind this has crossed a Temerian noble. A scribe will test the letter and confirm what I claim.
All right. I'll see what...
There are objective means of examining them. I promise to pay you well for learning.
The truth does taste...
Stop looking at me!
Where have we met?
Evil Eye!
Damn, you're ugly.
You want the god that can't play it?
Nothing special.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal balls! Break your wands and burn your hats! Turn away the black cat!
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Pull yourself together!
Rob.
I'm sorry, what is going on?
Welcome, Chosen One.
Who are you?
The ancients vested my soul with the task of operating their most prized artifact as a means of rewarding those proclaimed Chosen Ones.
How exactly does the artifact work?
It allows me Welcome, Chosen One.
Who are you?
The ancients vested my soul with the task of operating their most prized artifact as a means of rewarding those proclaimed Chosen Ones.
How exactly does the...
It Welcome.
Who are you?
The
No one's proclaimed me a chosen one.
foolish of you to admit it. You are an intruder deserving of punishment. You must die.
So be it. Wow. I don't think it's supposed to be that easy. Does how much damage?
How many more can there be?
I found some cool stuff.
Greetings.
I don't want to do with you.
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers
Constable John Natalis.
Interrex John Natalis. He...
Hard to believe.
I don't find it at all surprising. The factions were each other's...
Welcome. I'm a...
Bearded.
Don't be a child. We came here to perform...
What do you say?
Food. You want to buy some?
This candidacy is a message.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Greetings.
I'll have...
remember
This
you
will be a
from
practical
Fanny.
object lesson.
I
You'll learn
don't
what
want
the sorceress
anything
can
to do
never
with you.
agree to under any circumstances.
Greetings.
Take care. Greetings.
Greetings.
I don't want anything to do with you.
So, even the
Witcher.
The previous cap.
I said
You'll.
it's
You mean it? Nice.
than
I'd like.
we're
Why aren't?
only beside.
Then I'm glad. The pre.
I said
You'll.
it's
You mean it?
Your Excellency knows well that our hosts are libertines and eccentrics.
My dear God, northern business should truly remain northern. No extravagance excuses Shillard's presence.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I must disagree. Let us be realists. The Emperor would learn of everything.
The absence of certain people is telling, but the absence of others...
Sabrina Glevisic. Well, you know.
And Hugh of Scarlet.
Prepare for your final lesson.
Final? But...
Someone's telling me something. The sword of Aramil, who defied his king's rule. The Lord of the Wild Hunt desires the gene of the Elder Blood. He seeks to fling open the gates between the worlds so that terror and destruction may reign. The King of the Hunt ordered me slain, and the wraiths born at his command assumed living form, pursuing me through the voids between the worlds for centuries. I have arrived at Loch Muin. Though tired, I know I will not rest. The riders of the hunt draw near. On my back, I can feel their deathly breath.
How dare they?
Calm down.
Constable John Matthias.
Interix, John Matthias.
Hard to believe.
Stay away from me. Begone.
I
I've
know
no
nothing.
business here.
Whoa! Ah ha ha!
Are you
Such an
Actually, if I'd...
but alas,
I suppose there's...
a response at once.
If you say...
But tell me, Witcher, what brings you here?
I just have...
Well,
What brings you to...
concern for my
Surprise.
Surely you jest.
Why do you...
They
Does the name Brigitte...
rings bells, set...
Excuse me.
Fruit Witcher, especially fruit of the...
I was hoping for...
A man of your experience.
Ever taken advantage of that?
One must be... But why ask?
Brigitte, you...
Continue.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer.
Commander Roach...
I'm
indulged. He'll be in...
My...
I've got...
I
have a...
I
care to...
Hypoc...
If you wouldn't...
Take...
No, said...
You...
It's the way...
Spoken like a... True.
You have it coming.
Drunker than a bard.
Young
Won't
alchemist,
get anything out of him.
do as you
Maybe
order.
there's something about testing
Toss
letters in
it
his
to
notes.
water. Water quenches lime like beer quenches thirst. Light, quench, shit, rinse. Young alchemist!
According to the scribe's notes, if this is Kimbolt's letter, the paper it's written on was treated with an invisible dye. An activator should bring out the dye, turning the paper blue. Now for the activator's formula. How did it go? Light, quench, shit, rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye. A little burnt lime. A bit of water. Everything's better with a dash of bird guano. Wait for it to dissolve. Smells like piss, but it worked. The sheet's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimbolt had nothing to do with this.
The king of reagents? Yes. Young alchemists! Not all that falls out.
One day someone will get you in a dark dog catcher with a hook.
Medallion's vibrating.
What can I do for you?
Do you play that?
Would you like to join?
Another
Yes.
Let's play.
You must.
How can I help?
I want to play.
You must first.
dog catcher with a hook.
Shit, you stink. Medallion's telling me something.
dog catcher with a hook.
I got rid of the gargoyle.
Excellent. At last we can express. And here's your...
I found a manuscript.
Interesting. This volume is sealed.
Only highly valuable things get that kind of protection.
Do you know how to unlock?
I'd need ingredients that can be obtained from certain monsters. I'll need the pheromones of a Queen Endriga, the blood of a Neca warrior, and the brain of a Bulvor. We can substitute the tongue of a rot.
Quite a list. I'll see.
Greet.
It's a brazen attack. King Radovid will learn of this.
Radovid sent them, you idiot!
The audacity!
Put yourself together!
You live.
I'm looking.
I don't wrestle.
Good reason.
During the show,
You've got a...
and you pissed off the mighty.
I've always been...
They say witches attack.
You live.
You've got...
And you...
I've always...
They say witches attack.
What in...
I'll need
Quite a list. What in...
I'll need
Quite a... What ingredient...
I'll need the pheromones of a Queen Endriga, the blood of a Neca warrior, and the brain of a Bulvor. We can substitute the tongue of a rot fiend for the harpy's egg.
Quite a list.
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Take that.
much as a flea slip through, and you shall pay. Look who's here.
Greetings.
Our paths cross up
Too often.
what
Triss.
in the Nilfgaard.
Lower your sword, son.
You've got cheek, Geralt.
Let's go. One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
They will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Eb Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Perigold.
Then you'll die. Out of the way, all of you. or the
He
old
would
man
rather
dies.
die than do this thing. Well, I guess he'll die.
I'm not joking.
I know, and I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him, for we shan't move one bit.
Oh, you shan't?
Renwald! He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
But Ambassador Fitzestelen.
Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
Now I'll have to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him! Die, Nordling!
The gate's closed. There must be another way in. Did you really think you could just prance in here? Make the Emperor proud! Kill him! Long live the Emperor! The Imperial Army's ranks are endless! Die, dog! You're a stubborn beast, Nordling. Die, Nordling! Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
Well, now they're your best dead men.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
There are things you and your kind will never comprehend.
And what are those?
Friendship.
Tell me, is the friendship of traitors and conspirators worth it?
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
How do you know that?
From the best possible source. She confessed.
And how did you convince her to do that?
By showing her the confessions of other lodge members.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
Maybe now they'll start fighting like men.
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him! Shame to the Empire! Shield bearers, forward! Emperor, I failed you.
Good. Better for everyone involved when baby girl isn't barking for no reason. Sure.
Geralt?
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
When I left Flotsam with Vernon, I somehow doubted I'd find you so soon.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
I'd slaughter half the Nilfgaardian army for a friend. I know you're a member of the Lodge, Triss.
How do you know of the Lodge?
Does it matter? I also know the Lodge was behind Demoven's assassination.
Geralt,
I trust you.
True. I'm a member of the Lodge, just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that...
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thaned massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time.
When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings. She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
No wonder the kings are opposing the sorceresses. Nobody likes a schemer.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
Demavend hated mages.
No more than Henselder Radovid. Sheila and Philippa saw Demavend as the weakest ruler. His son, Stennis, blows hot and cold. Plus, he who controls the Pontar Valley controls the north. So it was in Edirn that a popular rebel emerged, preaching the idea of a new state. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman in Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Loch Muin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demavend's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demavend was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few orans.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from your...
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do given that a war with Hensel was
Did Saskia know the lodge?
She didn't even know the lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an Saskia backed Philippa, and the...
That'll have to do for...
We'll learn more.
You're going to...
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanad massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how...
That means...
We'll talk about my...
Alright. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it.
And our only chance to dismantle the lodge.
The lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassination, we can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their...
Let's go then.
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
Triss.
Yes?
That was some mess. I wouldn't want to see you hurt like that again.
Don't worry, I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
At your service.
Slayer.
You were right, Baron.
Of course I was right. I would never seek your payment. I want you to look at...
What would it involve?
Count Linus Maravel.
Young.
Yes. Right after the Temerian delegation arrived in Lochween.
Are you suggesting...
We are all entitled to... Yet the Count's...
You're curious to...
I want you to learn the Count's... Find out what Maravel's messenger is carrying. You will be generously...
All right.
My lord, we know where they are. What are your orders?
Bloody wonderful day. Assemble your men and resolve this once and for all.
Master Witcher.
What do you...
My lord, the Right Honourable Count Maravel requests...
Seems like everything is these days.
Gather your gear. If it were up to me, I'd stick the dogs on you.
Witcher. What's...
In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimball's court.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he?
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information. We come from different worlds, Witcher.
Only a fool would disagree.
I saw through you immediately, Witcher. You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited.
Doesn't seem strange to me.
He has also had some more troublesome callers.
Get to the point.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped.
I know who you mean.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left. I shall show you where they have their camp.
I can't promise you anything.
What do you want?
I saw you.
I'm free to go where I please.
Couldn't agree more.
I've naught to say.
Not good.
Baron Kimbolt sends his regard. Oh, just what we need. Leave us, Witcher.
Since when does a Witcher take orders from a huntsman?
Since that Witcher stopped hunting monsters and started poking his nose into others' affairs.
Sometimes the stench is so strong you can't help but catch a whiff.
Aye, well spoken. You've some common stinking thugs here, and I'm to teach them some humility. A ponce like you? Pucker up and kiss my arse, you fucking tulip.
I wasn't getting much out of them. Do what you will.
Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
Oh, it's a lovely day today.
I have the ingredient.
Unbelievable. Done. Let's see. By
what did you find?
Instructions. A description of how to forge the legendary sword known as Kerm. The sword will be yours. You deserve it, Witcher.
Thanks.
The White Wolf? I can't believe it.
It's you!
Aldrich?
Perfect timing.
Where's that?
Patience, mate. Look, there. I've done my bit. Up to you now.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
stop there, White One.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you!
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done! For the tally! That's the one. Kill him. Die, dog!
Long live the Emperor!
Die, dog! God! Enough! You shall die, here and now.
Will I?
Uh-oh.
Roach may trust you, but I'm not so sure. What do you want?
There's a traitor.
Careful.
Boosie.
Yes?
You have a traitor in your camp.
I know what the Temeria...
I'm not talking about you.
A grave...
This letter clearly shows Count Maravel's men ambushed the convoy carrying Foltest's children.
The boy was killed during the assault.
Why? For what amount of gold? I thank you, Witcher. You have done us... That is the state of affairs, Baron.
You have at last seen the light,
Dog catcher with a hook.
Baron.
I see I was a thug for...
Renounce magic, I tell you!
Constable John Natalis.
Interesting.
So, even an elf...
Your Excellency.
We're about to witness a great event.
Yeah, let's go.
It's now or never.
My dear...
In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
This cannot be, John Natalis. Temeria stands between Nilfgaard and the north. It must be a strong and united realm.
I, too, would wish it so, Your Majesty. But when Foltest was cut down by an assassin...
I have learned that Anais La Valette is currently in the hands of the sorcerer Deathmole.
Clearly you have yet to learn of the slaughter that occurred today in the Kedweni camp, King Radovid.
Yet there is hope if the child lives. I hasten to remind you that Vernon Roach, his capture is also your responsibility. He is suspected of murdering King Hensel soon after the monarch's triumph in Bergen. As a Temerian soldier, Roach remains under your jurisdiction, Natalis.
Vernon Roach disappeared with his unit a few days after the successful siege of La Valette Castle. Should he reappear in Temeria, he shall be arrested.
To the matter at hand. The document describing the charter of the Council and the Conclave is, as previously ascertained, an exact copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanserville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
Sheila de Tanserville should never be allowed to sign this document.
Triss Merigold, you decided to join us after all.
De Tanserville has royal blood on her hands. She can't sit on the Conclave.
That is a lie.
Have you anything to support these claims, Merigold?
There are witnesses who will confirm that Sheila de Tanserville was behind the assassinations of Demavend and Foltest.
Officials of the future Council and Conclave. Sheila de Tanserville should be arrested and tried. If Triss Merigold speaks the truth, Lady de Tanserville will be condemned to death.
Sheila de Tanserville, until Triss Merigold's charges are dismissed or refuted, you cannot sit on the Conclave.
Arrest her.
You don't know the whole truth. Merigold doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh my god. Dragon. Ah.
Turn back while you can, Witcher. You can't stop me. Not you, not anyone else. If I have to, I will kill you. How do you like my dragon? Kill him now!
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that. After assassinating Demavend, Letho used our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorvek, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of La Valette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
Farewell! Something's not right. The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed. I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough. Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg. Farewell, Witcher.
Rude.
Damn.
That's not the weapon I was using. Oh, no, I guess it is, but that's not animated correctly, because the one I had has, like, the ridges on one side. Achievement unlocked. I got 2 achievements.
A list of the Lodge's sorceresses.
A list of the whores you'll help us find.
What's going on here?
And we're dealing with these douchebags again.
Are you all right?
More or less.
And the dragon?
Let's say it had a hard landing, impaled itself on a tree.
Did you kill it?
It's alive. You know I don't kill dragons.
But Philippa's...
In time, we'll deal with her. You know that could be one of the last dragons alive, a noble and beautiful creature.
Let's get out of here.
I guess Letho got away.
He's waiting for you.
Waiting?
Where the Temerians made camp. Come on.
What do you mean, waiting? How do you know?
Utter chaos broke out after the dragon attacked. I tried to reach Philippa's quarters. A terrified man approached me in one of the alleys, gave me a letter and begged me not to harm him. He said it was for you. The letter was short. I'm waiting in the Temerian camp. Letho.
What happened here while I was gone?
All the kings had many more armed men than they should have had at a peace summit. During the evacuation, several skirmishes broke out. The Kedwenis clashed with the Temerians. The Order's knights raped 2 sorceresses and killed those who dared try to help them.
Do you think the Council and Conclave will survive?
Well, they're established, and that's the only thing that prevented a wholesale massacre. Hard to say if they'll survive, but for the time being, no one's got any better ideas. Mages are part of this world, whether people like it or not. They have to have their rights, their place. Otherwise, another lodge will arise.
Vernon Roach, step away from the child. She's of royal blood. Temerian. Too good for you, Horsens. You're an outlaw, wanted in all the north. Hand over the child and perhaps the king will show you mercy. I pass on Kedweni mercy.
Roach!
Triss! We can't let them have her! This is Foltest's daughter! I've heard enough! Grab them! I failed. Deathmold got away. Thanks, Geralt.
Triss needed my help. You know that. The Nilfgaardians outwitted us all.
What are you talking about?
They kidnapped Triss. The Emperor dispatched the Kingslayers using the Lodge as a decoy. All in order to breed chaos in the northern kingdoms.
Temeria is lost. The Barons will pick it apart into bits.
It's not lost. Temeria will be reunited. Get the child out of here. Take her far away. Far from the kings, their courts, and their wars. One day, she'll reclaim her heritage.
What about you, Geralt?
I'm going after the Kingslayer.
A man of his word.
It's personal now.
Farewell then, White Wolf. I trust we'll meet again in better times.
Farewell, Roach. Where's Yorvith? How's Yorvith?
Proud, I think. The reward on his head has never been greater. Those seeking him, the Scoia'tael hunters, will be reinforced. The special forces throughout the north will receive more resources. The Council and the Conclave are assigning several mages to the task. Yorvith is now public enemy #1. They won't rest until they find him.
This is no place for witches. Though I know you, and you appear wherever something important happens.
True, though sometimes by accident.
And this time, also a coincidence?
Let's say I have something to take care of.
In that case, hurry. Once we're done cleaning up this mess created by the royal soldiery, Loch Muin will be magically sealed.
Getting out of here?
Temporarily. We shall return soon enough to rebuild the city. Loch Muin will regain its former glory. Until that time, we need to keep the treasure hunters and troublemakers out.
So Radovid trusts you?
We shall win His Royal Majesty's trust by delivering Sheila de Tansarville and the other traitresses from the Lodge.
That could take a while. Sheila's fled Loch Muin via Megascope.
We have time. She cannot hide forever. Sooner or later, she will be ours. Forgive me, I must attend to some
There he is.
Wait for me.
Geralt.
This is between me and him.
You don't have to.
I do. He knows how I lost my memory. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not there within the hour, leave without me.
Took you a while?
Is that bauble from Sheila's Megascope?
Mm-hmm. My final prank. I switched the diamonds. The one in the Megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists...
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her.
I don't doubt it.
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cop. Vodka?
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships. recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her.
The winter solstice 1270. Midinvern, the night of magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed, without hesitation.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations.
Let's say I did.
Why are you still here?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me.
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. Witcher's schools in the south fell into ruin long ago. Besides Serret and Ox, I know.
Care to tell me what it was?
Kill as many rulers as we could. And you know what's incredible? No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. The north resembles a whorehouse on fire.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the Viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the rider?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia.
Go ahead and light.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hanged Man's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the...
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. Know the theory?
There's not a Witcher who...
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths.
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern. Tell me about Yennefer.
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. Somehow she recovered, but even then she was disordered.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we...
Imperial secret.
Mm-hmm. We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. Those Imperial spooks have their ways.
So she's in the
She was when I left.
I'm done talking.
Wanna fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here. The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak.
You're a fool, Letho, but that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe.
Time to fight. Ready?
As I'll ever be. You fear death. What does it feel like to be almost dead?
I said fight.
The wolf has teeth. I can tell already. Of course. You tire quickly.
I'm tired of your talking.
I don't want to kill you. You're nowhere near my level.
Of course not. I'm no Kingslayer.
I've had enough of this dance. Goodbye, Geralt.
Yes, goodbye, Letho. Again, not the sword I have equipped. Thank you for the vodka, Letho. Now goodbye.
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew
I think that's
Bernard
it. I
Lorito,
think we've
but few
beaten The
mourned for
Witcher 2.
Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwen and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. After Foltest's death, Temeria's neighbors began to vie for the glittering prize that was the realm's throne. Yet the murders of first Demavend, then Henselt, forced them to look to their own problems. Temeria fell prey to its power-hungry barons. But Vernon Roche held a light of hope for the dying realm, and he tucked it away in a place safe and still to await better times. Years before, Geralt of Rivia had witnessed the fall of the Council and Conclave of Mages. The summit in Loch Muin re-established both bodies, their founders sacrificing Sheila de Tanzerville and her accomplices. Yet Radovid also required humility and loyalty from the proud mages, but this did not sit well with all of them. It was a time of great uncertainty, of rape accomplished by royal decree. Yet as troubled as the days seemed, we, who had in some way shaped the world's fate, finally received some respite. Zoltan resumed the quest for his beloved's hand, and I laid my head in the laps of the muses. Who could have known this tempest which had ravaged the north was but a harbinger of darker days, and the preamble to an entirely new tale of Geralt of Rivia?